Hello and welcome to Vegan Cafe 21. Today we are making zesty bean batata. We have already started preheating our oven to 420 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's get started. For this dish we are going to need a pound of green beans. So these are the green beans that I used. Snip the ends and cut them into about inch and a half long pieces. Just put them down on your board and chop, chop, chop. Also, we are going to use a pound of potatoes that I have cut in about pieces this size, and one large onion. Red onion tastes better and adds more color to the dish, so I chose to use a red onion. So we will start with placing our beans into this bowl. We will drizzle these beans with about a tablespoon or tablespoon and a half of olive oil. Add a teaspoon of salt. You can adjust salt to your liking. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder. 1 teaspoon of crushed red chili flakes. And the most important ingredient, a tablespoon of grated ginger. You can even go to tablespoon and a half. So we have this here. To this, we are also going to add our red onions and give it all a good toss. We want to coat our onions and beans nicely with the spices, ginger, and olive oil. Now I'll move over to our parchment lined baking tray and spread our beans and onion combo onto our tray. Spread them as thinly as you can. You don't want to pile them up too much. Now we move over to our potatoes. In the same bowl, I'm going to drop our diced potatoes. Same thing with the potatoes. A teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, and 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. Give it a few grinds of black pepper and a tablespoon of olive oil drizzled all over. Again, you know, a tablespoon to tablespoon and a half. Give it a nice toss. Look at the beautiful color. Now we spread this next to our beans and onions. Our oven has been preheating to 420 degrees Fahrenheit and is now ready for us. So I'll put these in on the top shelf and set the timer for 35 minutes. Our vegetables are cooking in the oven, but in the meantime, I'm going to show you what we need to do before our vegetables are out of the oven. I'm going to use 2 tomatoes, remove the seeds, and cut them into very small pieces. Once the vegetables are out, we are going to toss them in the same bowl because we still have a lot of goodness sticking to the sides of this bowl. All right, so our vegetables are out of the oven and they are done perfectly. Look, the potatoes are perfectly done and so are the beans. So now we are going to transfer these Now that we have our vegetables in this bowl, we are going to add our de-seeded diced tomato. I'm also going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of roasted cumin powder. If you have cumin seeds in your pantry, just dry roast them and grind them to a fine powder, and you will have it to use when you need it. Give it a quick mix. And some black pepper up on top. drizzle some more olive oil. And give it all a nice mix. And there you have it. There are many different ways you can enjoy this bean batata dish, and I'll show you just a couple of them. Today we are feeling like having a meal in a bowl, so I have a bowl with some cooked rice in the bottom and a bowl with some cooked quinoa at the bottom. So I am going to take a spoon and top it over our quinoa. And one bowl with rice. There you have it. You can also make wraps out of it. You can use flatbread and add some kind of chutney if you have cilantro onion chutney, mint chutney. For meal in a bowl grain options, please feel free to check our YouTube channel. And also you will find the recipes there for mint cilantro chutney, cilantro onion chutney, and a lot of other things. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I'll see you again soon with more vegan favorites.